TV, Paradise TV and MTA with one decoder, all for free. That's not all. For a monthly subscription of $510, you get 60 international channels from your favorite football leagues, news, African movies, telenovelas, cartoons and much more. Get the decoder for $2,040, which comes with free installation, 24/7 customer and technical support all year round, and 1 month free subscription for only $510 thereafter. Get the decoder at XCAF Gambia, located at Hendon Court Building, former Dream Park, Senegambia, or through approved dealers. For more info, call 446-1060 or 446-1061. The world is at your fingertips with the XCAF DTD decoder. Hello Gambia! Your television experience is about to be transformed to the next level. Enjoy amazing features with the new DTT decoder by XCAF. Watch television in high definition and excellent sound quality. Watch Gambian channels such as Geo...
Break. Council, shall we continue, please?
Good afternoon, Mr. Chairman, Commissioners and everyone.
Thank you.
The witness is being brought from the witness room. Thank you.
Shall we continue, Council?
Yeah,
please. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Good afternoon, Madam Witness. I hope you had a good break.
Yes, I rested a bit.
During the last session, you started telling us about your arrival in Kanilai. As part of the 4th batch of the Presidential Alternative Treatment Program. And you were explaining how this medicine was being given to you. Before we ended, you had just started telling us about your first encounter with the ex-president, Yaya Jammeh. And you had started to describe the intrusive massages that women were being given during this treatment. We have another video which we just wanted to show you. It is not part of your batch, but it shows the massage technique that was being used by the former president. We want to show it to you so that you can identify whether this is the way and manner in which you were being massaged by the former president. This video is actually part of Exhibit 146C, Mr. Chairman. And it has already been tendered, but we just want the witness to identify the massage technique. Again, we would like to warn all of the cameramen here within the commission not to televise either the audio or the pictures of the video.
Nin video me ikana fintindi teng kabirin natalulu fukumakang lumenu be fola kono imalafi hani kumakang hani kalimo killing ye finti.
This is because we have received information that the video audio was being heard by audiences, so we want to warn you strictly.
Wala na nyin kibaro soto ko video ni kumakang lunyulu molu soto ntale bantala menu ya moyi wala na abenyin dandalaro dila ko nyi manya na finti la jang.
This is because the persons on these videos, one, their identity is protected. To avoid re-stigmatization. So we must take this very seriously. Thank you very much. Madam Technician, can you please play the video for us? Women being stripped naked. And being massaged all over their bodies, including their breasts and buttocks and everywhere. Is that what happened to you?
My own was worse.
Can you tell us how it was worse? Because we cannot imagine how it can get any worse than this.
Saying afonyi munene ikoite tale jawyata katu nga menjete umuku jawolti sila munesi na ke menjawyata nyinti.
Alunte ntengamira keo meyano kama nkera mtote ila afunjo ilibula manyana tala fa apata kungo taka ntuma fa duma.
Because for a woman, a man who is not your husband, your hands shouldn't reach the woman's breasts, much more to the navel, and much more below the navel to the private parts.
Thank you very much for that explanation. We also saw the liquid that was being given to the women to actually wash their face in, and you were saying that this liquid basically would burn your eyes.
Na jole fanang eka bori faso mem bori jio men eka mu imari nyada ni kunu ila andu enyim foko bori jio fongo tumudu nabula te nyako no aka fatiyale ke inya jani.
Was that the same thing you were being given as shown in the video?
Bori faso kilimu ko ya mu nyimolu la nyame video kono ya kete fanambala wole nyama bang.
Ha abe wole nyama.
Yes. It was the same process.
Have you finished describing the massage to us, or is there anything else you would like to say before we move on to the next step?
Nyaburo nying fo kututa koma le lefta mem fanan futan dilam mabang fodum nyaburo nying ya adanda me amunta adanta woleto.
Nyaburo nya manyi nyade mtokai. Tema minene ma mira ko wande muso. Itinata jara rola. Jara rola amanyana niata la nyaburo la nyante kala. Muso le nyanta muso nyabulo wonto sifala bala manke kewte.
The massaging was not pleasant because I believe someone else's wife, if at all in the process of the cure, massaging was to take place, it should have been women carrying it out on women.
And was this something that every woman on the program actually experienced?
Amunta ite afote nyami musolu men beta ta jara rola amunta ul fanal dunta te ko ken wala kono.
Nteta ngawole yaro ni ye nyabu fokaba iteka funtile do fana ina.
It's my own that I have seen. You know, after you are massaged, you leave and another person comes in.
So tell us what happens after the massage.
Ay afonye minya buro katafa banta mu kukoten kana bula unoma.
Kana boro leta.
You now take the medicine.
In 20 liter bidon kana wala yelama.
They will empty the 20-liter gallon.
Yadi la yami.
They'll give you to drink.
Someone
else will come in, go inside.
They'll
ask you to go outside, dry up yourself, and then come back and dress up.
What were you being given to drink at this point?
Wotembo boro me ekadia la unoto nya mumbori fason me kemin dimenna.
Lum follow jinne wala de mola abe wulere ne.
On the first day we were given jinne, which was reddish in color. That was what we drank.
Can you give us a further description of this jinne and why is it called jinne?
Jinne afonye amulun fon be nyaadi la be nyaadi le mun anim munanna ikafa jinne.
For some people, when they drink it, they become intoxicated. Others also want to vomit.
And what was the consistency of the drink? Was it thick or light?
Andu aboro nying adanya be nyadila aboro be duturine bang fodun ajiatale afeatale.
Adutura demandinde.
It's a little bit thick.
Niya ba fala boko hane tara sanjinani dio menke hane dio yalo niya boro niya ka boto ya toron sanji fula o karworo niya yele dio yinkal noro mengo so sakandu mo boro.
It looked like water that has been kept in a container for 4 years. It's like when you put water in a bottle for 6 months. The way it used to get murky is the same way that this water looked like.
So this was a potion that had been fermented.
Amunta nying ya dadale foya amunta fenna mem kumundi.
Afero mandia.
Yes, and the taste was not pleasant.
And the smell.
The smell, sorry.
Was it the taste and the smell or just the smell?
Anoro ning niake da Kenya mim fo noro da manne mambetea.
Afero fana mandia yalong equally keje fokol tambita.
Both the taste and the smell are bad because it has been salt has been added to it to a high level, so it was very, very salty.
And can you tell us why you were being given this particular medication called jinne?
Saying afonye mwana kanyim bori fasongo diala ka afonye boro me jinne.
I do not know because I found people drinking it. That it used to cure the sickness.
And this was quite different from the first medication that you had received the previous day from Antumana Jam, is that correct?
They were different. The first one looked like ordinary water.
Thank you very much. We already have that information. So what happened after you took the jinne medication?
Numbara ngao kibaro sutune sa mbrieni jinne boro min mune natake.
Did it have any effect on you when you drank it?
Brite ya min aye ijato kono aye kenya dile.
It shook my entire body. I had the sensation of vomiting, but I could not vomit. I was in that state till daybreak.
So that was the last medication you received on that day?
Yes.
So you had to go back to your quarters at Jamekunda?
Yes, we used to be returned back there.
What about the others that were with you? Did it have any particular effect on them?
Sai itali modulo ya wairi albele boro min dolu ila korosirota ayolu kenya dile.
Momo ni amin dolbi je ika inyaka menine.
For some, they used to have blood vision. Some used to vomit.
So what happened the next day?
The next day too, we went to the same place. He called us and we lined up.
Who called you?
Jumali al-Kumandi.
It's Auntie Nima and the others who used to call people for massage and for other things.
So you went through the same process as the day before?
Amunta ye al-Kenya mi lumfolola. Lumfolanja unyimfana wukukili mule keta labang. Yes, we went there and we were massaged.
Can you tell us if you received any other kind of medication apart from the first two you've mentioned?
Afanyam fo inata bor fasondo minne menni bori fololu fatata ye mennu fote.
And tell us at what point you received those medications.
Andu inata borolu min wati jumale tembe juma.
Today, when you are given one medicine, the next day you'll be given a different one.
Tell us those different medications you were given subsequently.
Sai wokola inata bori fasondo menu men wul fanal kala mo fanyem ba be nyaadile.
Bori fasondo fulanja mole memi.
The second medicine that we drank.
Ni fenko ni 20 liter ni ya yele jan jambe ka sunkane.
When they empty the 20 liter, the whole place has an odor.
Boko ni mano kudoro man jio ni ya ku ya dulato. Jio ni be wale nyama.
Just like when you wash rice, the color of the water, that's the way that medicine looked like. It was dusty. That's what they used to put for you, a whole cup. They'll ask you to drink it.
Do you know what that medication was called?
Yo boro fanan tolo ne bang.
That is the Omo.
And what particular effect did that Omo have on you, and why was it called Omo?
Wo boro me ya min wonya briya min ayeke nyaadi le jato kono ani muna na ka fay Omo.
Boro ami mandi ahendo mandi.
Drinking that medicine was not easy.
Yeah, min
when you drink even a little bit of it, you almost want to vomit. For others, when they are drinking it, they used to hold their noses to help them to drink it. If you drink it before day breaks, you will experience diarrhea.
And what was the diarrhea like that you would experience?
You have
diarrhea just ask for what you drank. When he comes, he'll ask you, how was the medication like with you yesterday? Many people inform them that they had diarrhea. He said if you have diarrhea in the local language, which is running stomach, they too should run after it.
And who are you referring to here? Who is joking about such a serious issue?
Yaya Jammeh was the one making such statement. He used to ask us the effect of the body, the medicine on our bodies. He said it was a sickness which was leaving the body in that manner.
So basically the diarrhea was carrying the sickness out of your body.
That was the way he saw it.
And was he laughing about this particular predicament that you had diarrhea caused by his medication? That's
the way he saw it. The fact that he's saying that if your stomach, if you experience running stomach, you too should run after it.
So that was something he thought was funny.
That was it, because he never drank it.
And we've also received evidence to say that the omo, when it's out of you in the form of diarrhea, actually looks like omo.
Andu nyimboro meka fai omo. Ya foko fanang ama moya amina abote bala jatu kono niajibe akakele ko omo benyami.
So which means that your feces are sort of frothy.
Amunda omarila kenetota akakele ko kankango.
That was the way it was.
And how severe was the diarrhea that it caused?
Andu sila ka konobayo menke mola konobayo la jawya ka kenyadile.
It used to weaken them. If it takes a while, some die.
And can you tell us what the particular effect of diarrhea is on an HIV patient?
Sayang afonye momen ya lonko HIV jankar kesolu bala. Ni o mari na ta konoba yosoto ela miro ta ba mari kala nyadile.
Foke mari da hande juna do e fa e da.
It will just ease your pain earlier so that you die and relax once.
So you're saying that it had the effect of killing you. Is that what you're trying to say?
Amunta benyine katakan ka foko fenne me ya lonko ka dolu fale ye da fe.
Because you'd be rendered so weak by the medication that you would basically die.
Amunta wala mnyindi ko niami wa natake kono bay fasongoti amunta wala ka dolu fa wala ka do la sayati.
That is it.
The other medications you explained that also made you vomit, was that the same effect that it would have?
Amunta e bor dol men fonon fu men ka mulu fonondi amunda franka aka mulu ke wala nyama bang.
The
omo, for some, when they drink it, they used to vomit. Others, they used to have diarrhea. It is better that you vomited. But if you had diarrhea, in fact, there were some people who were at the hospital in Kanifing. They never ventured outside.
Why is that?
Because the disease weakened their body.
And what other kinds of medication did you receive, apart from the omo and the gine?
For bordo
There is another one they prepared called chakri.
Is it like the chakri that we would normally have, the nice dessert?
Fo o aninyi chakri muliata le kanyi chakri mendada nono la te molu kama ming.
No, aka no ke jere kato aka pick minute le sanga ya ke but no amanke chakri te.
There was milk because you used to add the pig milk there, but it was not chakri.
Ato aboko sodo so nka fa sodo so lan kato pour ka do mo ka ke dato fang ni ami ika ke ko yimbe min faka ba men tuta ya fo fana be fana ndomo le fana beta kono ko.
I used to call it sawdust because after drinking the water content of it, the dregs that were left, you were asked to chew it.
And it tasted like sawdust, is that what you're saying?
Amunta niya akeda kono amunta la kakele ko babara munko ka fome sawdust.
It was like that.
Do you know where this sawdust-like thing actually originated from? Did it come from any particular plant or tree?
Men katu wo chakri boro nyin duma membe ko babara munko ka fome sawdust. Fuyalo ne ikaw bondi min tole.
Ntenga mira mankana solo mankana dingo yalo wo adion ko ta dumale ka wole ta ya tu ya ke fenkot aka ke wole nyama aka wo tero le toto.
It looks like a plant called mankanas in Mandinka. It is a plant which grows in the bushes and it has fruit, small round fruits. She said she thinks that those are the things that they pound when it becomes powdery. When it becomes powder, that's what they use for these chakri.
Yeah, it's tuber-like.
It's
in the ground, it looks like cassava tuber.
Its roots.
And are those edible plants?
I have never seen that.
Are you saying you've never seen them being eaten apart from Yaya Jame using them on his treatment?
Akamemfo wale mintiko inene maji mulu ba domola na manke ko Yaya Jame la ojara ronyin kono.
Adingol tel ka domono na mota ten ay wule dinil ka domole bari ka ke sodo ka ke chakri tel nene ma woje.
The fruit, when it was ripened, as children we used to eat it. But I have never seen the tuber being put in that concoction as in the chakri.
So what was the effect of the chakri on you after you ingested it?
Sa imbiro chakri boro fanaming anate Kenya dile balajato Kenya dile.
Oh, bomi da do mo ko be nyamenten dol bi je ni yow min akere kono aka ku jamale tinye le kono.
Just think about it, the way it was. For some people, when they drink it, it used to have a lot of effects in their stomach. Even to swallow it is a problem.
Why was it a problem to swallow it?
Can anyone eat sawdust?
So it was very dry.
Yes, it's dry.
Apart from these medications that you have mentioned for treatment of HIV in the alternative treatment program, was there any other medication you were given during that time for any other purpose?
Atelawo jara ro kono fo borido fanan sotontale e kamen dialla ala nyin jara ro kono me yalon ko ni nyim borido lu fatatale men no fotek
waxto mena motare famille ta folum tilinde.
When we were there for a long time, there was a day
alam buri mol bota kombo jam molta ta kanelay.
You know, when we left Kombo to Kanelai, before our return, there was one particular woman who got very ill at the hospital. We went to drink our medicine. There were two individuals, in fact. Yaya Jammeh looked at them and said that what he has seen, he said that I am doing my work and people are here who are destroying my work. Because they were very sick, the sickness actually weakened them. He said, the ordinary meat is not enough for you. Now you have decided to feast on the people that are here for treatment. One soldier came. They called him Tambajiro. He called us all. Where the women were hosted. They took us into a big room. They took it and put inside a bucket. They put water there. Each one with your cup. They will scoop a cup and give it to you. And they will ask you to drink. When you are done, those who were not very strong, whose heads were not strong, they will sit only for a short while and then they start falling down. All of us that were there, all of us were drunk. They pulled down the curtains and they took a herb. He brought 3 stoves and put burning coal on them. And he put the herb into the fire. He locked the door. And he left us there. Some were there, they only resisted for a short while and then they fell. Well, you know, people are stronger than one another. Those who fell were the ones he came and picked up. That those were witches.
Thank you very much, Madam Witness. I would just like to ask you some follow-up questions. You had initially said that Yaya Jammeh basically had accused certain people within your group as witches and that they were trying to sabotage his AIDS treatment. Is that correct?
Yenyum foko ya jamme yenyum foko atabewo jararo menna modolu soton tale menu laftala wo jararo tinyala andu menu be ma nyake kan wolem bualuti wolle laftata la jararo tinyala fo wolem ba.
That is true.
He then gave you a substance which you were to drink. Can you identify what that substance is, if you know?
Utumola yenyum foko inatao si julo nati men jioke men kono kam kalimindi yala fo yalo ne alimindi munela wonya.
Yes, I know it.
What is it?
Munefemu.
After being fingered, I ko walang kube jarot.
I didn't know it, but after I drank and had that experience, I was later told it was Kube Jaro.
And what is Kube Jaro?
Munem Kube Jaro ti.
A jambolong.
It's a leaf which grows during the rainy season. There are some thorns on it. I used to hear that in the olden days they used to add a little bit of it in attire and serve to young girls.
When you don't ika flag lafta me moment ebole krele ite fankalo ebole fankalo.
And that when you drank it, you will go into a coma, and therefore they will do whatever they wanted to do with you. That is how I got to know that was Kubejaro.
So it was a sort of traditional date drug.
Amunta fenne moti me yalonko ko moli yalon ne konna ada silola fenne me yalonko mim fangolong.
Jambol abijam mentolo bankoro de abuka bamaja.
It's a leaf. It's around very common.
Was it an intoxicant?
Fenne men ka molu sira.
Kamu sira ni rakai.
Yes, it intoxicates people.
Is the effect that you were trying to explain? When they drank it, people started to get unconscious.
Amunta wala mnyindi ko nim moli amin wala ka molu sira ndi wonya.
Ah.
Yes.
And apart from drinking it, you said that the leaves were also burnt and that you had to inhale the smoke.
Amunta mahana manke ammi ngodam manti. Ikawole jambo ke dimbato nya bannia sisindi men kadum molula.
Ador bije fang kaman dor bije ka ke hani ni nyamo fang dor bije ka ke jere. Nyamo ide ni ba faka nyamo sabala le ka ke jere ila nyamo ko.
I hear that even the young men who smoke the cannabis will add parts of it into the cannabis when they smoke.
And for the particular purposes of Yaya Jammeh, then he was trying to identify these witches within you who were trying to kill other participants in the program. Is that correct?
Amunta ko ya Jammeh ya funyamin atebe jara ro menna wonya bitun ako menu bala jara ro tinyakan amunta wo molle mu molu tibualu menu lafta alawo molu fala abe menu jara kan.
This is what he claimed.
Amunta atela kuma kan to ayewole fo.
Ayewole fo.
That was what he said.
And according to his own claims, can you tell us whether he was able to identify any purported witches or wizards amongst you?
Kate fangola kumakano to aya afonyami silandung atenata mulu soto ne meni alonko walemu buwal ti bang kaya afonyami.
Meni alonko boitale.
Yes, those that fell.
And can you confirm whether those names are on the protected information sheet that you have before you?
Silang kaito membe nyatilu la je wokullo kaito mulu tolo be safari membala. Menu boita onya fo mulu be kono le menu tobe kaito bala.
As well as the victim of this purported witchcraft activity.
Ani meni alonko ayetu miko lumu buwal leti. So fo ulfanal to bijele. Kaito nyimbala ajibeba. Kana tumo tofode.
Earlier on, we had written down the names of these people on the protected information sheet. Can you just confirm that that is the case?
Komantonu molu dolu to safele wokullo kaito bala. Alaftole ya alaftayole jube ka tonya and photo nyala wo molle.
We don't want you to mention the names.
Akoy kana motofo. Ijube doro.
Mokonon to ha.
9 individuals, yes. Both men and women.
Thank you very much.
And
you had said that the whole reason why this witchcraft treatment came about was because a particular individual who you said is on the protected information sheet became very ill, and that's why Yaya Jammeh accused some of you as being witches and wizards.
Amunta womolu mene alonko ena tajara rola je melu funali nata sasaje hanfo iko sasaye batandi baba bake bitu wo dalilo le nata kendi ako mo batel konole men yalon ko lumu buwal leti wolle laftani modolu domola men yalon ko abe jara kante je wonya men yalon ko tobe kullo kayto bala
ko wolle laftara do ko tinyala.
Yes, that was what he said. He said they were the ones who wanted to sabotage his work.
And as far as you knew, what was responsible for this woman's health problems?
Saying itela mira roto ila cross roto nyimolu menu sasa ta tewonya fo sasa ye batandi ila mira roto munewulu batandi wonya
It was the medicine that they drank.
Any borrowing and any borrowing more come me loptan ya jamela treatment bori floor be kaw kafunga adina kura yana borrow bete kunwala hada madingo balo.
It's the mixing of the conventional medicine and also the one that Yajama was given. That was what was making it very unbearable for the system to cope with.
Can you tell us whether or not you were still on your conventional medicine when you came to take the traditional medicine, the alternative treatment?
First thing for no, don't surrender many along ko yatra ibe lopitano boro fana minka wato men ibe ya jamela boro lu minka wonya ke kafunyoma ke be minyola fo be usotontala al konoje.
Ani to man to wato men tenga men long dol bi je janni be duna 3 minutes.
That was not the case, but those that I was aware of before they went for the treatment,
Atara itata for ARV.
they were already on ARV.
But for a boro start, inata boro nimbula, wafarang mojamal bijaban ifatale.
So when they started taking these herbs and they stopped taking the conventional medicine, that led to the death of some.
The information we have is that anybody who attended the program was told to stop their conventional medicine, i.e. the ARVs or Septrin or whatever you may be taking, and just to concentrate on the traditional medicine.
Nyin kibaro soto jalne ko atela nyin jararo mo mondi ndunta kono ika foyne ikana tubabu boro min wala kata ARV tiban Septrin tiban femfen nin tubabu boro lem ika foy mari ne yow be landi karala ikana ma kotake yetente ngatela boro la fo abe nyale ba
Abe wala nyama hani paracetamol e bukami fa.
That was what existed. Even paracetamol you never drank.
So what you are saying is that the reason why this particular individual and others were ill was not because anybody was sabotaging the traditional treatment, but it was because they had stopped their conventional medicines and they were taking this traditional medicine, which was not effective.
Amunte la kumo koto mnyindi ko ayolu bali tubabu boro lu minna idal tame minna nun kotoke biring yo boro tubabu boro lu bula iduntate la boro lu to ado atela boro lu mona femfen jara nyimmo lu bala wole nata ke wolaw bata jawoti wonya atenata wole jube ako bualle batela jararo wolle laftate la jararo tinyala fo ila miraro tata wole nyam
Keta wala nyama.
That was what it was.
So indeed, it wasn't witches and wizards that were sabotaging Yaya Jammeh's treatment, but he himself was his own saboteur.
Amunta amanke ko bualle ba atela jararo tinyakang amunta ate fangla kolu Kenya wala musababoti menketa ala do ko nyin tinya de wala keta ala nyin do ko la say ko moti.
Keta wala nyama.
That's it.
What happened to these purported witches and wizards that were accused of eating those other people who were ill?
Sila teol mul minutumbo nya kol mu bualleti mune nata kewol la kato ayol le tumi ko wolle lafta modolu do molata be men mujara kan sayin walla ko nata la nyaadile
Nata wol bayle.
He drove them out.
Dob je lata je fo sa je fo.
Some felt so
Buke to poto fa.
sick there, they had no one to attend to them.
Buke jibe.
No one visited them
La badi on nata kama.
until their relatives had to come and take them away.
Mujama je fatale.
Many other people died.
So you're saying that because these people had been branded witches and wizards, they were basically isolated and neglected as a form of punishment, and they suffered until they died?
amonta yino fuko umolu menata ye chodi ko mu bualleti silanga nata nya kasi wolula ye filije wonya ibuke topoto ibuka femfen keye amonta wala nata ke dolu la bata tambirimuti han fo dolu fata wala kono.
Keta wala nyama.
That's it.
Did you expect when you had come to the presidential treatment that you would be subjected to some form of witchcraft hunting activities?
Fo wato men atel bina jararolla fo aleni mirala ko ni nyon ku faso be kelali la jele men sinake ni mbuano masata koti alla jararo wuce okono fo aliyo mirala nun janni ngal be dunno jararo nyin kono ba.
No one thought of that.
What was the effect of this particular treatment on you?
Sai yo manya men ko nya nyin jararo wuce nyin kono
having to drink and also inhale the kubejaro.
Biring aliyo jioming anim fanang ayo jambolu meneke dimbako no wosisio ka molu sisindi wala nyim kufulo kafuru nyoma ay meneke dolula.
Ayo mo jamal bije hani imam fa bari yela jata kende amrundu koma kende ka.
Many people are there who did not die, but whose health condition deteriorated a lot after that.
And what kind of symptoms did they show, or what kind of illnesses did they have?
Sayangulu mun taman seri fason no fintite bala wala ila sasa nying anatake la nyadile.
There are some who were asthma patients. Some also had blurred vision.
Nyaka fenke ke bage bar sai hani benda to dala benna ba ta sori nola ga ndejul boro kenon laje.
Before I could see clearly, but as of now I cannot even put a string into the hole of the $2 needle.
Are you saying that the alternative treatment is responsible for your blood vision?
Amunda sang ila nyakuya wo bori mi anio sisio mengal dunta kono wala kata sababu te me nyakuya sabu itema.
Si wala fono katunte wato mena be duna gente am problem so don baloto ani fenkini am problem ani killing.
That is what I can say, because before I went there I had no problem at all on my body.
You also mentioned in your statement that some people were paralyzed.
Yenyen foila kumakan safari mfananko dolu bijele amunta ulu lamfutale isu folu lamfuta.
Ah ufanan kitade dolu ila balu na de kam isaita bali ufanan bantale.
That happened, that some of them had to be taken home by the relatives, but some of them died.
But tell us how they came to be paralyzed. Were they paralyzed before they came for the treatment, or was it after they started the treatment that they were paralyzed?
Sai nying sufo la lamfo ka paralyzed. Ak wo male nata je bang fo biri nying jararo biri dun tatela jararo kono lem woketela.
The one speaking now, the way the person works is how they worked on their own and got there.
So what caused their paralysis then subsequently when they went to Kanilai?
Amdu silang beri tata Kanilai muna nata ke sababu te hanu foi paralyzed ila isufu lulang futaunya.
Alors, bidi mo bota Kanilai mo saita na jang kita si nyafula mo ya jira je mo saita na jang falang state house wana e boro the same board killing and dealer falang si nyafula mo ba dealer manke si nyakiri ontete.
The drinking of the medicine was on 2 occasions, not once. Because when we left Kanilai and returned back to the Combo, there was another session at the State House.
My question was, what was responsible for the paralysis, in your view?
Amunta itela jeroto, kumune yakende hanfo umulu lamfuta. Itela jeroto, hanfo paralyzed taonya, ila miroto, mune yosab.
Ni boro ni ayani yalo ni sasa.
Well,
it's paralyzed.
Well, it's the medicine. This sickness paralyzes people, and you are not taking conventional medicine.
So apart from your health complications of being an HIV patient, you actually developed other complications from taking this medicine.
Amunta sasa tolu menketela wala mnyintiko HIV jankar keso bela babri nyim bori façon lu mingo damuta menketa tela nyim boro luti kurandolu nata finti kotake meyo mulu muta ke batandi hanfo dolu paralyzed tawla ko.
Ah ketawle nyam.
Yes, that was the way it was.
So your conditions in fact worsened.
Amunta sila Allah sasa fanga nata jawya kule.
Ah ketawle nyam.
That's it.
Were you cured by any of the medicine that Yaya Jammeh gave you for the AIDS treatment?
Silang Yaya Jammeh kateka AIDS boro lumenu di fo atelu soton mo soton tali konele meni alon tonya inata kende yale ba.
Nteden man kende mol ka fole don bari hani mo kini man kende mol ga fole ikende ata pour mo isai.
Well, I have not been cured. People only make that statement. People will say that they are cured just in a bid to have the opportunity of going home.
And we will come to that later. But I also wanted to ask you, on your statement, you said that the effect of the drugs, the effect of having diarrhea, was so profuse that some of you were actually bleeding seriously. Can you confirm that statement and tell us how come?
Mbina otole nyatundo. Bari nyimbori mingu amunta ayo kono bayi jawo di molu menula. Yenyim fo ela kumakamoto kufang anata dolu batani le hanfo anata futa tembo to yelo kabo ikono me ya lonka keta dolu bata bate fo fanan sotontale.
That is true.
Yes, that's true. Some even suffered from stomach pains, which really gave them serious problems.
So there was something in these medicines that was damaging their organs internally, making them bleed.
Amunta femni mboro kono femulu bije meni alonko aye ila kono femulu tinyale hanfo ayasabu ika yelo bondi ibalajato kono.
Yes.
And you have also said that those patients who developed serious complications were either abandoned, neglected, or driven away from the program, or their relatives were being asked to come and collect them.
Amunta yimfoko sasa menu batandije kende ke hanfo ikorita amunta labangola anya kasi wululale aye filije wonya mo buketo boto hanfo labango mune nata ke wuludulu badi ngolle wulita nan kane kamaje ke sayndi.
That's it.
So Yaya Jammeh was not able to find a remedy for those situations.
Amunta ya manna borino sotonno pour ka molu bondi wo mantoro kono memboyte kanje.
Ya Jammeh kadunje je wo ansu don kana je bar kan fin kai. Ya Jammeh akamul batu state house le mo kata je da don kata boro me ban ni man taje.
Yaya never.
Man na mo visit kan fin.
Yaya never went there. It was only Ansumana, but in Kanifing, it was at the State House where he used to wait for us.
What I'm saying is that those people that had serious conditions, Yaya Jammeh's treatment was not able to cure them.
Amunda la kumokoto mnyinta babe nyini kaka wala mnyinti ko molu menu batata wo sasa nate ibatandi je foi korita Yaya la boro man kuno wulu makota ka mejara.
Yes.
Can you estimate the number of people that died on the treatment?
For itela miroto ila hakil toto isa fono le mojel le fata alaw jararo kono ite bijetu momen.
The time I was there, 9 people died.
And you have provided the names of those people on the protected information sheet, is that correct?
Amunta yo mol fanalu safele wo mo kononto wo kullo kaito bala fo akata wo lembang.
Yes.
And can you just tell us again what was responsible for their deaths?
Andum foisa fonyen kotake wo molu ila saya itela jero to mune ya sabu.
It was the medicine they drank.
So in fact, Yaya Jammeh didn't take you to Kanilai to cure you, but to kill you.
Amunta mosafo no ko Yaya Jammeh mali samba Kanilai pour katali jarade. Ayali samba Kanilai jene kam pour katam molu faje.
Well, that's the way I see things. When we used to go to the farms, we go to plant rice.
Can we just take that again? Are you saying, what are you trying to say?
Akungo muruwo kambang iba kata kampur kamune foteng.
We used to go to Kanilai to plant rice. We also
go to the groundnut farm.
We went to Kanilai twice.
Mr. Chairman, sorry, Madam Witness. Can we just take maybe a 1-minute break for the witness to maybe drink some water? She looks like she's a bit exhausted. Just a little break, just for her to recuperate.
Munda sedo mbe minute danta daha tala puru abako ilafta bata mulunna le fo puru isi jiota yemi mensi ila kul solo ya ni demandi.
Welcome back, Madam Witness.
Ibisimilah kota ke sedo.
Are you ready to proceed?
Sa imbetenten wala lebang.
Yes.
If at any point you would like to take a break, just let us know, okay?
Ni itatan fo ya jube ilafta dahandula wala ilafta diamu kanyan na dumandi. Abondi akalama yamoy.
Yes.
You had started talking to us about being made to do certain activities whilst you were at Kanilai. Can you elaborate on that?
Ya da mutale ka fonyeng ikalibula ko dolu menu la Kanilai ka kulu dolu kije. Laftale yewlu seneyandi nyabang. Yes, she's ready.
Please go ahead and tell us.
Saying tenteng where ya tele ya ka fonyeng nimul la molti.
Kanilai data mena yalo mota to nje 1st August ma fam.
First, we went there in August.
Oh, yani December fana.
And in December too.
What I mean, I mentioned Senefion mota till fana muta nje.
At the time when the crops were ripe, we returned there.
Ikata wonjo ikauta wonjo katola.
Some would go to cut the wenjo, which is the sorrel.
You're referring to participants of the program who had gone to actually get treatment from Yaya Jammeh. They would be made to work in the fields.
Amunta molu meni alon ko itata je nyine kamma purkata jara rola je. Amunta kawolle samba balimto wonya pureta do kola.
Ole kata balimto.
Those are the ones who would go.
Kasu
Some went to pick up cashews. Sometimes the planting of rice and groundnut. And the sorrel too, the wenjo, when it's brought, we are the ones who used to peel it off. We did all of those there.
So as patients who were admitted for medical treatment, you were being used for manual labor. Is that what you're saying?
Amunta molu menu nata je sasa to purkane jara je. Bari sila inatale telbula sembela do ko laje.
Tel ka do ko kele di hani kanela jang kani fim fay kudo anen kuda be de nati ni mole jenu. Labaw ni mol ka nyo ko ci.
We used to work even while we were in canifing here. We used to pound. We pound couscous and we prepare the couscous. We also peel groundnut.
State House je molka dula dobi je molka ta je bana molka ta nyo feola je birin samanda mol tara je for 5 mole boromi.
Even at the State House, there's a particular place where we used to go and winnow coos, and we used to stay there until our time reaches for us to go and take our medicine. We winnow, and the men will put the coos into the sacks and tie them up. We did all of that there. All of us who went for the treatment. Personally, I used to have problems there, time to time. Because sometimes when they asked me to work, I used to refuse. So they will tell me, if Yaya Jammeh releases you, no one will take you to come here to work. I said, I am not interested in the work. I did not come here for work. I came here to be treated.
And did you consent or did you volunteer? I mean, well, that's very obvious through your answer, but what about the others?
Nying akenyin kamina ko fo nyim do ko adiate fangale barabito ko seneyata la ko kulo memmandia ite fangoy bari dolu dun me ay eni menu be yo kanje fo ila mira roto adiata ul fanale na ba
o ngamira idata alonte wato sita fo lun kile nyo na den te ngana nyota ko mbake la ngake mayne sijero kay ko alanta de na ngasa ma masongoto.
I think they probably are used to it, because there was this day that they gave me my share of the coups, and I put it in a bucket of the one containing the mayonnaise, and I wanted to take it to the machine to be pounded. So they asked me, are you better than the rest of us? We are using our hands to pound.
Even though there was a machine readily available, you had to do the manual work.
We will wet the couscous, pound it, and we cooked the couscous from it.
Can you tell us initially whether or not you had made any payment for this program? Did you pay to get treated by Yaya Jammeh?
Fodum fanan allani njararo aliyefenne jo ban ka jo puriya Jammeh ali jara.
Ntel man fenjoje bari dolbi je wolka nanu jele tel ka watam ni motara no min bodu mi wala je mon ka bitman dolbi je wolka na je aline pajero wolka na bodu mi wala.
We did not pay anything, but when we were there, we used to see some big men who will drive in their Pajeros, who also came in to take the medicine.
So the medication was supposed to be free, but it really wasn't free, right? Because you actually had to pay for it through your labor.
Amunda boro nying alimanya na fenjo la kuna bari ni ajube karado fa lumen kenyonya aliyal sembole boy pour ka do ko luke.
That's what I think.
And did you do any activities in relation to the security forces that were guarding you?
Fodum fali kudo le fanalo tamandi kantarla la karola wala kata sojarol ti meni alonko ibali kanta kanje fali se kuta mandi bense ke wol fanali mako irtibang
Wol mako fo wol kantil mako
ani fali do kule kije mense ke kuti albe menke kan wallem security ulti menu bali kunnaje
wol be sirin jere don tel kata bi do gem fay tel
Sila ID soto.
Sa soto. Sorry. Agada.
Bijan bro.
Alba.
Mbaka.
Bara Allah service o tariya. Bare ki janna nun kunu bara tariya.
Jannom yona forest de bureau. Gambia tonkon na no mbali ya bere.
ta banta o yelati onati ya jurmeje.
If it is the time for the harvest of the groundnut, they will come and call out everyone to go out. Or if you stayed, they will go and bring your own share of the groundnut to where you are.
And these groundnuts, who did they belong to and who benefited from the harvest?
Jumale tamu tiolti amunda alkaw do ko ke men ko nya alkake jumale tamu tiyo nyinti
kana ni moto ni pa mon parta yake botol ko ya send state house.
They used to put them in bags, and then the vehicle will bring them when we are done to the state house.
So apart from preparing your own meals, you were actually also working for Yaya Jammeh's benefit.
Amunda hana manke nyindam manti puru alifangol le kala tabiroke amunda no do ko men fanal ke kan nyal ba ke ka Yaya Jammeh
te kato ko Yaya Jammeh di.
Yes, we worked for Yaya Jammeh.
Okay, ni ko bini ko mo le sai kai mbe ken da mo manyi nin karo ke je ho.
That was why when we were told to go home, all of us were as if we were healed. No one asked any questions.
Because you were in a hurry to go. Did he pay for that labor?
Allah ta mun tabrika ali sai albe hawjato tata ka to lafta bola jele drum bari fodum ay fenne di Allah kali jo aliyo do ko men kate yonya
Maybe those who are there, but I did not see anything.
You had earlier told us that the security forces were there to make sure that no one leaves. Did this continue? Were you allowed to leave at any point during the program?
Yenyen foko kantarlal tarta jele security yolu puru mo kana boje kafinti. Silandu fo wo lataro wuce okono osor a continue to wala nyama bangai buka song puru mo boje kata.
Continue wala nyama but biding atata fameta biding modori alonko biding ko you are undetectable. Mo jamal bidje wala alonko mankende abay what title.
It continued like that to the end. But after it took a long time, there was a time that some people were declared undetectable, but they knew that they were not well.
But still they decided to leave because they were frustrated anyway.
Those were not Gambians, people from Guinea-Bissau, Senegalese. They went home, but for those of us who are natives of this place, you know, we couldn't have gone anywhere.
Why is that the case?
I tell him finally say no.
But
for us, the soldiers know us. But for the others, it's possible that they bribed the paramilitary.
And when were you eventually released?
Silang wati jumale nata soto ya telbula watu meng.
I think it was the naming ceremony of Mohammed Jammeh.
Who is Mohammed Jammeh?
Walo Mohammed Jammeh.
Yeah, Jammeh's son.
All right. So your release coincided with the naming ceremony of Mohammed Jammeh. Is that what you're saying?
Amunda selebe fokanko ila telubulo uni Mohammed Jammeh la kulliyo le kanyanda.
Yes, it was shortly after the naming ceremony. They decided to bring an ashobi, which Auntie Nima brought for all of us.
Please tell us what happened.
Bitu sila afonye atendeo afonye biri yolu nati yo asobi nati yo beko la mune natake.
So when they call your name, they will tell you now you are cured. And they said that they were going to host a party for us at Kanilai. But I did not wait for that party myself.
So this was the passing out ceremony.
Munta welemu alla janjang bengoning kunyaluti.
Yes.
And from what you have said, because of the number of people that had died and those who had been driven away, it was not the same number that came in that actually passed out, right?
Munta koya fanyamin dolu meni alonko aye bay anin dolu meni alonko sasaye batandije aye nya kasila ila mul nate kamma anin atelu meni alonko labanta je natali bula munta molu man janjanje nyola.
Yes.
We actually have a video of that passing out ceremony, and we would like to play that video again. I must give out the warning for the crew in here, the camera crew, not to televise the video or actually show the sound.
Our video bijang me ya lonko wala kita wo janjal lumoti lumen albula kali janjan prali esai bari a video nyanga laftanin kibaro dila kibar talal min camera tiol la menu bijang video nyin anen akuma kango mo kana fintindi jang hani kalimo mo kana fintindi nyimbungo no katu kullolem.
Okay. We would like you, Madam Witness, just to identify yourself and perhaps those that you know with the assistance of PSS.
Sai mbelafila sedo isa jube niye fango jeje ni video kono isa itandiko ite fango lo munyinti bitu membe dala je menke makoy wala makoy ro kan obe makoy no le pour yewo ke pour ka jube niye fango je pour isa itandi mol.
Okay.
Counsel, you're not asking the witness to identify herself, but just to recognize herself.
I was going to ask her to do so for the commission. You know the video is not actually going public.
Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Witness. We showed a short video where you were able to identify your passing out ceremony. Is that correct?
Yes. Inumbara bake sedo nganyi video sutu jube puru isaita ndina numfo ifanga fana mabeta nyimbengotole.
Can you confirm, please?
Satonya yandi bankwe mabeta jele fwe mabe ila microphone mala.
Mabeta.
I was present.
Can you tell us what was said during that passing out ceremony to you?
Afanye o janjandiro be kala lumme yemune fem kuma fo aliye iteye.
In relation to the HIV treatment that you had undergone for the past 6 months.
Mentilinta ila o jara rola nying HIV jankar kesolu purke jara me ya lonko aliye kari woro ka ko laje.
Undetectable.
That we were cured and that we were undetectable.
Do you know what that meant, undetectable?
Foyo kotolo ne ka fo undetectable.
Said that we were cured, no.
That you had been cured of the AIDS virus.
Amunda wala nyinti nyin jankaro like sasa nyinga akenda yatale.
Yes.
And that was not only said to you, but to all the other participants who passed out on that day.
Munta imam foyte dammayede menu be jara rola wulu menu be saita wulu ngamunta yokuma kilingulo folu be.
Yes.
And was this the case? Was it the case that you had indeed been cured of AIDS at that point?
Andun tonya fodun we atralete kende ataba ni molu menu be janjanta je wulu al kende ataleba.
Oh, momo be kolonto impuye sai chuo kono dro.
I told you, everyone was hurrying to get back home.
Because everybody was in a hurry to go home. Even going to Kanilai, I said, no, I am going home because everybody was in a hurry to leave that place. Some went to Kanilai.
Had you been cured or not? I just wanted you to confirm that.
If I told the way that I left that place, I was just sitting down like that, I would have not been alive today. Because when I came home, I got so sick. I returned back to the hospital. Then I started taking the ARV.
And what is the ARV?
ARV do wo mum borleti.
This is the medicine which reduces the power of the HIV.
And is that the antiretroviral drugs?
Amunta wolem ikafame antiretroviral drugs ARV. Amunta wolem wo boroti.
That is it.
So indeed it had been confirmed at the hospital that you still had the HIV virus and you had not been cured.
Amunta bre muruta lobitano to inata tonya yandiko. Ni aje be yin borolu dile la iman kende ya jankaro nyin hanim biya belal.
That is true.
And the ARV drugs, were you taking them before you started Jammeh's treatment?
Yin ARV borolu ibe min kanne num bang janne jammela wo jararo damuta.
No. At that time, I was not taking any other medicine except Septrin.
So was antiretroviral drugs a stronger medication than Septrin?
Amunta yin ARV borolu antiretroviral borolu wala sembo warta Septrin tunu tumo.
Yes.
So which means that you came out in a worse condition than you went in.
Amunta woto sai ite be fintila tumo me wato lem ila sasa nyin jawyata katambi wato la ibe dunna je tumo me.
That
time that I was going to the hospital, my viral load was high.
Which means that you were healthy.
Wala munyinti ko foloto no tumo ibe kende ari nemi.
That time I was not well. That time I was weak.
That's the time when she returned to the hospital.
All right, okay. That was after Yaya Jammeh's treatment.
Yes.
You were in a worse condition.
Yes.
Can you tell us what impact, if any, this whole treatment has had on your life, especially in relation to the time frame which you spent at the hospital? Initially, you told us that you were told it would take 2 weeks to cure you, and you ended up spending 6 months there. What was the impact on your home of that?
Albaduna jara roko tumo mena nyina fali luptano roko lokum fula wicho albole kala je albe kendala bari silang alnata duma kono alnata munakije kari woro albe jara alkirmola je so silang wobe kola anali membe takije anata mune sabu itema ila hadamaya to ila soko
hadamaya ko bata anisha komo
suffering and retardation.
Because
when I went for the treatment, by the time I returned, the owner of the compound, that is the landlord, evicted us. The landlord said to my husband, behold, your wife is positive and you are quiet about it and you are sitting inside my house. My children were dispersed. When I returned, I encountered a lot of hardship. Each time I look for a new accommodation, we will stay there only for a short while. And then I will have a problem and I will be evicted. You know, here in Combo, once you are not in your own personal compound and are living in people's compound, no matter how sick you are, when the month ends, they will not excuse you on the basis of your sickness. What you could say is that you will not cook your own food, but you cannot say that you will not pay the rent. Up till date, that is the situation that I find myself in.
And what about your children? Was there any particular impact apart from being evicted from the house? Was there any impact on their education, for example?
Ila dinulu yamenu janjandi wonya ay mun kule sabulu ma misal kama mila karango anin ila balunya ay mun mantora le sabulu ma
dinnu batata le fo la karango beti nyata dinnu flo ke ba mana be le karango e karango bulale.
The children suffered a lot to the extent that they could not pursue their education anymore. In fact, the older child had to drop out of school. The younger ones, the two of them that are with me, are the ones that are now going to school.
They are the children I am now having. My younger sister also passed away, and her children are also left with me. Now, apart from my children, I have my younger sister's children too, who passed away. I have 5 children now, whom I am taking care of.
How did the treatment affect your source of income?
Without
mentioning what exactly it is that you do.
Bari ikam soto ke kuwa mentono ila soto aya kenyadile.
Well, today, what I was able to do yesterday, I am not able to do it today. There are some types of work which, if I want to force myself to do them, just after 1 week, if you look at me, you will see that I am sickly. Up till now, I do petty trading here and there.
Is there any other thing you would like to tell us, like perhaps what stigma you have suffered as a result of your disease?
Fo kudo bije le bela fila kama mfanya misali kama tesiro moluke chodi ka fo betene fo ufana mukuliti menkete la bang.
Ila long sai ibe kende ari ila badon mera time to saka no manisa ila badon time to mo me yalon ko isa tata imela dingo hati. Yalo ite tano la ya fo ko ma ko teninte.
Well, you know now, even when you are sick, your relatives don't even care about you, much more when you are ill. And in fact, people who have not assisted your children while you are sick, you will not find it easy to go back to the same people and ask them for assistance. This is the way things are.
Are you saying that you're not able to get support even from your own family because of the stigma that is attached to your disease?
Amonta be yuna fokanko hani fango badingulu imam pare imako ila kafo katu yete siro mentilila fo abewo nyale ba walanna imam mako risoto fango badingulu bulu.
Ma je membe mako raje.
I see no one there who will help me.
Do you get any other support from any support groups or organizations?
Fo ibuka mako risoto kafu bulu wala karawo karala meni alonko isimako iro dino itela.
No, except the group that I am in, Santa Yala, and I have not gotten any support from it yet.
Provide any psychosocial support, for example?
Misalika kafo ke makoi ke sondomo ka diamu ye diamulu mene alonko isi silo limfero litanila ke yamari fo ndung hanimbi ibukaw fananke yebang.
Ando yale ni lafta yata ma dobi ni tishita so ko ntendo na hakilo ka fenkele atobi je nka wulkan long atomena sante yale be keka mon kata je mitinola nkata je ni sita je hakilo si siri wala fisata itara siri na so ko ndo be mirala.
Yes, at the time when Santa Yala was operational, we used to go there for meetings, and it is better to go there because when you go there, your mind is at ease. It's much better than you sitting in your house and keep thinking to yourself.
Apart from that, did you receive any kind of material assistance through Santa Yala from any other organizations?
Ube kola fodum Santa Yala nene mako irdile le bang mense ke fenti si menchi kaya dila wala kafukota ngulumeni yalon ko bekeri.
No.
Thank you very much, Madam Witness. If you don't have anything else to say, this would be the end of your testimony, and I will hand it over to the chairman now, who may want to ask the commissioners to ask you any questions.
Inum barabake sedo atila nyinin karo abadan na janne natra misal kama kumate sondo mo kono bela fla me yitanila sayin abe ko sawndila ka di siranti wala anin commissionalu fo mo sitawul kono membe la fla nyinin kala.
You will also be given an opportunity for any final remarks you may have at the end.
Aluno be botala ibe silo dile fananale pour ni lafte la kumo kumfala kumakan na membe sondo mo kono fanansi kumolu fo.
Mr. Chairman, thank you very much. That's the end of the testimony for the witness.
Thank you very much, Counsel, and thank you, Madam Witness, for your testimony.
Chairman, ako ay council numbara wokola abete fanang numbara la ite sedo puriye wakilo menta kana sede yaro la jang.
On behalf of the Commission, I'm truly sorry you had to endure such massive abuse of your human rights during the JAME treatment period.
Commission toyala abe hakedani la ye haketu idunta ni mantoro men kono me ya lonko president kata kajara role ke inata na dum mantora kono je me ya lonko me yilama akabe bitunga be danila ye haketu umukuleti me ya lonko akete mantora bati.
Every human right abuse and violation one can imagine occurred during that period.
Mosi miraro kenyonya din hadama ya nyanta tinya afaso wo faso kamodo ya afaso wo faso ketale wo wiche nyin kono atel dunta men kono.
We thank you very much for coming to testify.
Ko to be numbara la ye wakilo menta pour kana sede yaro la jang.
Commissioners, if you have any questions, please indicate. Commissioner Kinte, please.
Commissioner Kinte, wale lafte nyinin kala.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam.
Benna ni ko aitan la bake ekole ko men soto ini moñolu jara lokon.
I want to express my displeasure for the hardships that you encountered, you and your colleagues, during the course of the treatment.
Fenkilim fonye ko ina manambo jaral dula fo yatara yeke bay albesu men kono yatara saunda dula do.
You said one thing here, that before you left the treatment center, you found that your husband was evicted from the house that you lived with. And from that time up to now, you are constantly relocating from one place to the other. You have your own children with you. Apart from the 2 children that you have, there are other children that are under your custody.
Lafta menyin kala wala mu fo ike madung ani abekele hani bibang anim fo afanam te katara munela pour que bulu fasa fondu ike teje akole abe warale ngo nyamal.
I want to ask about your husband, whether he is still around and what is he up to? Is he able to assist you, or is his absence the reason why you are encountering this much trouble?
My
husband is not very well. I am the one that works out things. And a woman, it gets to a stage whereby when you have a family with a man, sickness should not be the cause of your separation. So what you are saying is that your husband is sick and that load is coupled with the hardships that you are already undergoing. That is what is on the ground. May God bless us all. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bishop, you have the floor, please.
Thank you. Thank you, Chairman. Madam Witness, did I hear you right? That after the massage,
Ni ali nyabu fuka pare.
you were in that state for 3 months without taking bath.
Altarta wole nyama atata fo kari saba alimeku.
Buke ku safu buke ku na mange massage de ka fo ko.
If there are no other questions, Madam Witness, if you have any.
Silang komisioner lumang kumasuro be nyinin kala menna. Science ni kumasuro ilafte la kacha kumfala menna. Ifte finansio yitandi mulu la komisioner to jansai.
I just want to reveal my condition to you. Just as you have heard. What you used to do before, you are unable to do so. Today you are just sitting down, doing nothing. If this was in the provinces, you could possibly get engaged in farming. But here in the Combos, everyone goes to the market. That is my problem.
Thank you very much, Madam Witness, and thanks again for coming to testify before the Commission.
Chairman ko inumbara bake sedo inumbara kotake isonta purkana sede yaro la commission nyati limula.
We will now take a lunch break and then come back at 2:30. No, we're coming back in a different situation. Yeah. Fine. We'll take a 1-hour break and we will see you shortly. I mean, after that. Thank you very much. Meeting is adjourned for the lunch break.
RTS, QTV, Star TV, Paradise TV and MTA with one decoder, all for free. That's not all. For a monthly subscription of $510, you get 60 international channels from your favorite football leagues, news, African movies, telenovelas, cartoons and much more. Get the decoder for $2,040, which comes with free installation, 24/7 customer and technical support all year round, and 1 month free subscription for only $510 thereafter. Get the decoder at XCAF Gambia, located at Hendon Court Building, former Dream Park, Senegambia, or through approved dealers. For more info, call 446-1060 or 446-1061. The world is at your fingertips with the XCAF DTD decoder. Hello Gambia! Your television experience is about to be transformed to the next level. Enjoy amazing features with the new DTT decoder by XCAF. Watch television in high definition and excellent sound quality. Watch Gambian channels such as GRTS, QTV, Star TV.
So glutathione mom la nek di use from last month on, and du la xéssal pecc way nak dafa sétal sa yaram. Dafa génné all the imperfections which we all have. Du la wéxal tal way dafa liisal sa yaram, noyal ko nepp. Noyal Canep moo nekk nii am nañ the entire collection. Amal nañ leen lotion bi, amal nañ leen cream, face cream, eye cream, what is this one? Amal nañ leen glycerine, amal nañ leen sax ak glutathione product boo xam ne pour lunette la moo nekk nii. Su loolu passé amal nañ leen the glutathione vitamins. Seen vitamins yi ñoo nekk nii. One a day nga ko jël and not only ne dafa leral sa yaram, but it's a very good anti-aging antioxidant, anti-aging vitamin la ci gàttal. Oil si nekk ni HT26 ben tey rek ñu ci HT26 amal nañ leen 8 different kinds of oil, from Barago oil to carrot oil, lemon oil, name it. In skincare oil am nañ ko. Sen oil si is not only for skin, but mun nga use oil si for your hair, and some are for your entire body. Góor ñi indil nañ leen a moisturizer. Who says na diwi jigéen rek lañ dee jaay, xam nga rek yéenay suñ xarit buñ defaree jigéen yi foog yéen tamit ñu sóoraale lañ. Amal nañ leen a very very good moisturizer, very hydrating, from HT26. Du la xeesal, du la leeral, dafa ànd rek nooyal sa yaram. HT26 ben tey waxoon naa la ni ñoo fi nekkal. HT26 seen Topsy Gel bi, Topsy Gel line bi moo nekk nii. Bii pour koo xam ne la waruloo xeesal really, waaye leeral rek nga bëgga leeral nooyal mooy bii mooy HT26 Topsy Gel. Topsy Gel tamit amal nañ leen the entire collection. And then moving right along, ben tey ñu ngi si HT26 waxoon naa la ni ñun ñoo fi toogal HT26 mi ca Paris. HT26 amal nañ leen almost like 9 different collections from them. Preparation bi moo nekk nii amal nañ leen anti-tache usoon naa ko a couple of months ago, actually about 3 months ago. Moom it says it all, the name says it all, it is anti-tache. So ko use doo am benn tache at all, doo am any spot at all on your skin. Moo nekk nii du xees waaye nag almost xees la in my world. And then amal nañ leen vegetarian. boo amoon stretch mark te mu jaaxal la lool dafa fekkut nga ñëw skincare plus. Vegetarian line bi mooy pour stretch mark, mooy pour réew. So garabi réew ñi ne ko doon laajte amal nañ leen ko from the laboratories of Skincare Plus Paris. I mean from HT26 Paris, that is. Yes, I can't wait for Skincare Plus Paris. Anti-aging caviar, seen caviar line bi, HT26 seen caviar line bi is geared towards anti-aging. Loolu mooy su dee yaa ngi jéem a gis signs of aging and you want to get rid of them, wrinkles, age spots or whatever it is, the caviar line is highly recommended for that kind of individual. Ben tey ñu si HT26 amal nañ leen tamit another line of product bu ñoo ooyee White Essence. White Essence ñoom 5 different formulas lañ am. bi gën a fort ci White Essence mooy expertise moo nekk nii moom moo laa weexaltal moom mooy seen strongest formula. The second strongest formula in White Essence mooy caviar. Caviar dina la xeesal ba pare tamit it has anti-aging properties as well because of the caviar extract. Bu loolu passé, the third most lightening product from White Essence mooy the Perfection bee nekk nii xet gi neex na lool and very nice on the skin. Bu loolu passé, the fourth most lightening product mooy Rapporteur bi mooy seen fourth lightening product. So su dee da nga am just a black beauty, a natural black beauty, nga bëgg ko maintain, but nga bëgg am just that kind of glow, then I will recommend the Transparence. Transparence, mom, the name says it all. It is basically just very transparent. Ku nekk mën na ko use as long as your goal is just to maintain your natural complexion. Moo nekk nii Transparent amal nañ leen the entire line, the soap, the lotion, the oil, the face scrub and the mask.
Your one-stop shop beauty space. We have all the answers for your beauty quest. All the means to beautify you. Skincare Plus.
Miss V Designer Outlet is the #1 quality and affordable stop shop for all your needs. Get your evening dresses, suit and ties, office wears for both ladies and gentlemen, beach wears, sport wears, pure leather shoes for men, quality belts, bags, heels for all beautiful ladies, original perfumes, accessories, and a lot more. Find us at Kololini Road opposite Gaddafi Mosque at the Aqua Bridge Station, or call us on 295-3411 or 764-2486. Miss B Designer Outlet. Shop right, look good.